I'm Froggy, and here is a My Froggy Stuff mashup. Easter is right around the corner, so we have picked out some of our favorite DIYs to help your dolls get ready. From Easter eggs to chocolate bunnies, we've got you covered. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. I am going to carefully remove the aluminum foil off of this chocolate kiss, ball it up so that all the color is on the outside, and then begin shaping it into an egg shape. And now I have a little tiny Easter egg for my dolls. For a quick and easy basket, take a bottle cap, glue in a piece of felt, trim off the excess, glue a piece of ribbon to the sides as a handle, glue a wide piece of ribbon around the bottle cap, layer it up with more ribbons and bows if you like, and you're done.
Happy crafting!
I am going to make a helmet for a doll using a plastic Easter egg, craft foam, and glue. I start by pulling the Easter egg apart. I find the correct size by fitting the semicircle half to my doll's head, cut a long thin strip of craft foam. I measure it to my doll, making sure there's enough give to fit over her chin. I trim it, split the ends, apply glue to the ends, glue it to the inside of the Easter egg, and now I have a basic helmet. Using craft foam, I can decorate it in a variety of ways by adding a visor, a stripe, spikes, animal ears, or eyes. And you're done.
Happy crafting!
I am going to make eggs for a doll using 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, 2 tablespoons of baking soda, 1 tablespoon of water, a pen, thread, and plastic bottle tops, a nail file, craft paint, glitter, nail polish, paper, food coloring, plastic wrap, a baking dish, and a microwave-safe bowl. I start by adding the cornstarch, baking soda, and water to a microwave-safe bowl. Stir. When it's nice and smooth, microwave it for about 20 seconds. Stir until cooled, then knead until it has the consistency of Play-Doh, adding more water if needed. Then take a small amount, store the excess in an airtight bag, begin rolling it, and forming it into an egg shape. Gently push a needle into one end, then place it on a baking dish. To change the color of the eggs, I add a drop of food coloring, mix the color in, knead until the color is even, then shape just as before. Allow them to air dry, and depending on the thickness, it may take anywhere from overnight to 3 days. For a faster drying time, they can be baked in the oven at 175. And it is important to make sure they are completely dried out with no dark spots. Once completely dried out, they can be sanded to smooth out any rough edges. Place the egg on a pin, then use craft paint to decorate it. If my egg didn't come out just right, I can always cover it with glue and glitter. Fingernail polish works as well. For a little something extra, I take thread, wrap the thread around itself, making a big jumbled circle. Add liquid glue, place clear plastic over a bottle top, place the string inside, use a smaller bottle top to push it down, then turn it over, Carefully remove the bottle cap, gently peel off the plastic, and allow it to dry. Remove it from the bottle top to make a nest. Shape an egg on a baking dish, then allow it to dry. Once dry, I remove it from the dish, sand the flattened side using a touch of water as glue. I add a small amount of yellow dough, allow it to dry, use red paint for seasonings, seal it with a layer of clear glue, cut thin strips of paper, press them into the glue for chives, and you're done.
Happy crafting!
I am going to make a chocolate bunny for a doll using recycled paperboard, craft paint, a water-based sealant or clear glue, ribbon, recycled foil from candy wrappers, a pencil, and glue. On a piece of paperboard, I start by sketching out the outline for my bunny. Cut it out, use it as a guide to trace more. Carefully cut them out, and here I just like to take my time and try to be as neat as possible. Once everything's been cut out, begin layering a few together. To give the bunny dimension, on a few of the extra cutouts, I sketch out parts that I would like emphasized, like the separation of the ears, the shoulder, and the leg. Cut on the line drawn, repeat certain parts for a greater depth, glue together the repeated layers, sand the newly cut edges, begin gluing the different layers together, sand to smooth and round out the edges, paint it using the opposite end of the paintbrush. I make a yellow dot, then a blue, cover it with a sealant or clear glue, add a ribbon or cover with gold foil, and you're done.
Happy crafting!
I am going to make a bunny ear scarf for a doll using fabric, pipe cleaners, a needle and thread, or a sewing machine. I start by trimming the fluff off of a pipe cleaner. Place the pipe cleaner around the doll's head and then give it a little twist. Trim off the excess so it's even, remove it from the doll, straighten it out, fold over the end just a little bit so the end is no longer sharp. Place the pipe cleaner on the fabric and cut a rectangle around it. With the good side facing up, fold it in half, sew a straight line across the top and then angle it towards the corner using a needle and thread or a sewing machine. And with my sewing machine, I am going to sew a line all the way down, leaving a space in the middle. Then I sew across the corner at an angle. Repeat on the other side, trim off the excess, use the opening to turn it right side out. The end of a paintbrush can help with some of the hard to reach places. Once it is right side out, push the pipe cleaner through the opening and use a needle and thread to close it. Tie and trim off the excess. Wrap it around the doll's head and twist it at the top. The wire will allow it to hold its shape and give your doll a bunny ear inspired look. Make one longer to wrap around the doll to make a posable scarf that stays in place. Use fun wire for larger dolls or even recycle wire from doll packaging. Adjust the size to fit your doll, then tie it, curl it, or twist it into a number of different styles, and you're done.
Happy crafting!
Thank you for joining us for this My Froggy Stuff mashup. Let us know what mashups you would like to see in the comments down below. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram at My Froggy Stuff and the Frog Vlog. And we will see you next time. Bye!